Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of My IT University, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be a wonderful day. We thank you for being here again. Um, I'm right here today with my wonderful friend, a great friend that we worked together for many years, and we're going to be discussing, the topic I mentioned the other time, lesson learned in tech careers. These are part three. So it's going to be wonderful. So I need you to all be ready. Get your pen and your notepad ready because we're going to be going deep dive into our past and what we've done before so you can learn from it. My name is Professor Temi, and I've been in tech for about 3 decades. I'm a multi-award winning tech CEO of Top Technologies and also the founder of my IT University, a learning platform where you can break into tech, lucrative tech careers. Even without no IT background, we can train you and mentor you from scratch. So make sure you stay tight and you learn a lot from us. Thank you so much. I want you to meet my very good friend, Natalia Gordon. Thank you, Natalia, for coming. Can you please introduce yourself? Thank you.
Hi, Timmy. My name is Natalia Gordon, as you mentioned it, and I had a privileged time to work with you for many years, and I'm actually a software engineer as well, and worked for like 20 plus years in that field. But recently, I kind of retired and doing. I have my own business now, but it's more in design and clothes. So I design and sew clothes now. But I got my education. I'm actually Ukrainian, and it's so sad what's happening right now in the world. Very, very upsetting. But I got my degree from a Russian university in Moscow. So I have families in both countries, and it breaks my heart what's going on. But when I came to US in 1996, I actually took a class like boot camp to advance my IT career, and got the job right away after those classes, even with my bad English, but was very blessed to work in that field for many years.
Thank you, Natalia. And nice to have you here. We really work together in this tech career. We're fortunate to have. And we already said that you get started and you already explained that to us. So when you came into this country, you said you went for a boot camp and learned how to code and to script. Because we did a lot together. And we're going to be going deep into some of those things. And that's why I always tell people, start from wherever you have and go from there. It's very important. So why is tech your career of choice? Why did you decide to go for tech?
I don't know. I just always I have a logical thinking, and it actually gave me that opportunity because I work mostly on the back end, like with databases, and create some packages and reports. It always pushed me to do something creative and give me the. My brain always was, thinking to try to figure out how I can put together certain things for, I don't know, just that I don't know exactly why I went to IT. Well, money very good too. Gave me some background to be able to do things I want to do, and also work from home. But the main thing, it was creative thinking.
Creative thinking. And I think your first degree is in IT, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely. If your first degree is in IT, then you have to be an engineer. So, our audience, I want to thank you all for joining us. I need you all to call to if you have questions, feel free to ask them, and also want to know where you are joining us from. um, Say hi, sitting on stage, want to hear from you. Feel free to do that. You are meeting my very good friend. Her name is Natalia Gordon, for people that are just joining us. We worked together for like 6 years, together back to back with this lady. She's a wonderful lady that really, really wants you all to meet and ask all these great questions. We're going to be sharing deeply with you our background in tech and how we work together. So follow tight because you will learn a lot from us, from what we've done in the past years before we both retire to our own different businesses. So thank you all for being here. Let's know where you're joining from, city, state, and your name. Thank you. Okay, Natalia. So that's good. So we always say learn and understand the basics. You don't have to know everything. I know when we're working together, we did a lot of coding. I'm also an example of a full stack developers. We
Yeah.
were software engineer, we were programmer. So we did a lot of things with HTML coding, CSS. We did JavaScript, a lot of JavaScript. We did a lot with MySQL, the SQL Server database, going deep dive into, even creating reports with Crystal Report, Power BI, stuff like that. And a lot of things we did, we learn at the job as we go. Because I noticed as a time when I first started, before we started working together, I was doing more of ASP, just classic spaghetti
All
ASP.
right. Yeah.
Right. And we did some of that in our projects. Then we started doing all this other coding. And the thing is, you learn at the job and you have to learn as you go. So the thing is, so you have to learn the front end, the back end, and all of that comes together. But for a beginner, learn to understand the basics is always the best way to get started. And then you start going from there. So what's your take on this?
Well, we definitely learn a lot, especially, and also as we learn, we educate our customers as well, because we worked with the customers who knew the technology, didn't even know technology about technology much, or if they knew something, they just knew the old technology. So they didn't, as we know, that technology it, we have a progress all the time. It's constantly moving, something new developed. So we had to educate ourselves and educate them to how we can improve things. Example, they kept their stuff in Excel spreadsheets, and they thought it's great. And when we suggested do different ways and create the reports which they can pull themselves, they don't have to create Excel spreadsheets. They just push the button and the report will come up. So they liked that, but they didn't know what was the opportunity to, what can they do to improve. So because of that, we had to educate ourselves as well. So, and when we learn, we teach them. And that was constant, because that's what happens in IT. You have to constantly learn, because we live in a progress world. I cannot hear you. Microphone is the
Okay, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Good.
So I
Okay.
was talking on mute. So for people that are just getting started, like if they are doing coding, learn the basics of coding. Normally, you can know HTML, CSS. It's not enough, but at least get started with that JavaScript. Get started with that, and then you can go into software engineering and development. If you are starting with database, and I always tell people, if you are not comfortable with coding, just start with, if you can do scripting. SQL is not difficult, at least the basics. If you can have you, but you must have a lot of patience. At least start with some basics. Learn a SQL select statement, understand that, and you can go from the back to the front. So you can be full stack, or you can go
Yeah,
from the
you
front to the back. Mm-hmm.
You can actually choose when you know a little bit of each. You can choose what you like better to do. So that's the main thing. You have flexibility. You don't have to be stuck on one thing. You can do front end, back end, reports, whatever it is, whatever you like better and understand better. You can just go that direction. Even if you start with, let's say, front end, you always can, yeah.
Exactly. I want to welcome one our audience. Matthew, thank you for joining us. He says, so glad to be here today. Painful, but I'm a little behind schedule. That's okay. I hope you are fine. I hope you are doing good. Thank you for being here. And I'm sure you are joining us from Nigeria. So we have people joining us from all over the world, and many people will listen to this broadcast even after. So I thank you all for being here. I'm with my friend today, and we've been together as a programmer for many years, software engineer, with a lot of big tech companies that work together on some project that if we tell you, you have to kill you kind of project. So we are
Yeah,
here together today, and yeah, so she's a great lady. We work well together for many years. So we're gonna be sharing a lot with you. Thank you, Yetunde, also for being here. I appreciate you. So let's share this broadcast with others so that they will know that we have started. Let's share it, Matty. Let's share it today, and everybody else. Share it on your social media platform so they can come join us and also watch the replay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I would say look for the opportunity to learn because most of the time these customers, there's always new things coming, especially when we're into software development. New today, we started it tomorrow. Oh yeah, there's .NET, there's VB, there's C sharp, there's F sharp, there's all this sharp stuff. And I'm like, okay, we have to learn it. There's no internet then. There's no internet, so we have bookshelves. All the books you have to be reading. As you are reading, you are coding it. There's no time to read and come back. No, you're gonna be reading and be coding it and be testing it right there on the customer sites. So look for opportunity to learn. Have confidence wherever you know and go from there. Learn.
right.
You always continue to learn. What do you think about that, Natalia?
Well, definitely you have to be, you know, upbeat, up to step with the future because it's constantly something new which actually help you to get so many tools right now which help you a lot to, you know, program better, easier, and you don't have to be a software engineer too. You can learn. You can be just a developer, so it doesn't have to be, doesn't need to know everything, but to me the main things you should uh, figure out what you like and focus on that because it's still a lot to learn, but you just focus. Let's say for some reason I always end up with the back end. Timmy knows it's like we start together on the front end and I always just got drifted to the back end.
I know.
And because I don't know, it just to me it was much easier, not easy, but it's I was just
Comfortable.
related to that, yeah. And so I just stuck with that for so many years, and I enjoy it. And it was a big help because every time, you know, when we had this dirty data, we have to deal with it, and things will not work because of the bad data. So we have to figure out how to clean it up, how to improve the process, and you think you just got it, but you don't. So you learn again how to do even better. It's constant learning. So definitely IT, if you decide to be in IT, which you should, it's a great field, lots of opportunities. So you should keep learning, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Because thank you for that. Because a lot of those projects we worked on, like you mentioned, we're going to go into that soon. We talk about being flexible with your work plan. I'm probably going to go there now so we can just talk about this together. See, most of the projects we work together on, we started off like what you were saying, we started off together at the front end doing the coding for the program, and then you end up being drafted at the back end. And then I'm working on the front end. Then sometimes we work together at the back end because somebody has to be working on the front, somebody has to be working on the back, and then we have to make everything work together
Right.
Front and back together, the coding and the database scripting. Then together we can, and we have to now pass the data. The data will be all dirty. It'll be garbage in, garbage out, but don't want them to garbage out nonsense. So most of the time when we start passing the data in, we know that it will break the code because
Yeah.
the data is no good. So the data has to be good. So we have to clean the data, massage it, join tables together, manipulate a lot of stuff. Oh my God. So we have to be flexible with our work plan because that's not what we bargained for. I remember, Natalia, that was a time we worked for a big tech company, and we don't have a manager on site. We
Yeah.
are only the two of us working with. I think that place we have like, let me just count through that. Probably have like 50, 50 50 clients, customers.
Clients.
We are the
Yeah.
only two that support all of them.
Right. Yeah.
And this is a very, very, very top notch company, like agency, government agency, that if we tell you we're gonna kill you kind of project, right? And it's on budget that they have to have data that is very, very clean because they have to present for all of that agency is that office that work on their budget, on their, it's about all money.
Hmm.
And so we have to create the front end, the back end, make them work together, create reports. I remember that was when we had to learn about crystal report that time.
Right.
Crystal reports, cubes, and all of that, and then present every money on Friday to them so that they can use it for their meeting for that week. So we are constantly working on this. So what do you think about being flexible with work plan?
Well, that's definitely the main advantage. You should be able to be flexible because as as you just mentioned it, you and me, we work together, and in case, let's say, you get sick, I get sick, we'll be able to handle on our own as well because we're together. We talk that teamwork is the really big thing, and that's how it should be done because you cannot do everything on your own, but in the same time you have to be able to know how to deal if you have to cover for somebody. So flexibility is very important, and that's what we did, and we learned full life cycle because we didn't have manager, we didn't have business analysts, we didn't have anybody except developers and it was you and me. And
Yes,
we had to learn it. It's no other choice, and we educate ourselves with things which we didn't know, and we just keep going. And our client was really happy every time because we put 100% effort, and we are
yes,
flexible. We listen them what they want. If they didn't know what they exactly want, we kind of pointed certain directions the way we thought should be, and educate them. So flexibility is the key.
yes, exactly. And I remember because that particular company we're working for at that time, they've had this contract for 28 years or so. So
Right.
they don't even come on site. The managers don't come on site. We're just there supporting the customer. So we have to meet the customer to get requirement gathering, analyze all the requirements, develop traceability metrics, develop the prototype for the whatever we want to do, start the designing and coding everything from the backend database.
Testing.
Yes, testing it, deploying it, and getting reports, ad hoc reports, and it really helped me later in life when we
Right.
later now, because we worked together for like 6 years, when we later now go at different paths, it later helped me in life because I already get exposed to. It's like they took us through the fire hose
Right.
during this period, but
Hmm.
because we're able to so much work together as a team, and we take it from there, and we're ready to work. That actually gave the company that we work for the liberty to just let us do it, and they didn't even worry about us, you know. So that really helped. It helped. So one thing I want to point out is that if you are doing anything in IT, don't think, oh, that's not my job, I can't do that, and blah blah blah. Don't say that. Just try. Whatever they give to you to do, be flexible and get it done, because at the end of the day, it's going to really help you to do that, to do
Yeah.
well in anything that you do. I'm going to talk more about that. I want to welcome other people that are joining us. I see Olufunsho, Christiana. Hello, everybody. Good to be here again. Thank you so much for being here. And also see Sylvester. Good morning, everyone. Happy to be here today. Thank you, Professor Simi, for all you are doing. Oh, thank you, Sylvester. And we really appreciate you all for being here. These are all my mentors, my mentees. I appreciate them. So, Natalia, yeah. And we always talk about the customer is always right. Is it true? And what's your take on that?
Well, it depends from which angle you take. I don't think they're always true, but they should be. So you try to treat them the right way, obviously, and never be, argue or anything. But if you know they're not true because they're not up to date with IT knowledge, so you just educate them, but you have to handle them right way so that they want to listen to you and learn as well, because that's the hardest part, to educate the client, because sometimes they stuck, especially when they do for so many years the same thing. They just so comfortable in their skin what they're doing, and really hard to educate them. So but you have to be able to do that. So basically, be a teacher, but in the proper matter way. Yes, and we did that a lot. And at the end, they are really happy because they learned something new, which helped them to improve their processes.
Mm, very true, Natalia. Customer is always right. And one thing that really helped us is because we take our customers first, wherever they want. I remember
Correct.
a time, the lady, our customer, she's she's not a she doesn't play. She's so like when she wants something, she wants it. I remember she will always come to us and just give us a sticky note. You should have a new requirement. You just gonna put it on your table.
Right.
Natalia, work on this. Boom. Put sticky note on my table. Tell me work on this. Boom. I was like, oh my god. We already all these things we want to work on, and now you are bringing this, but we can't look up on our face and say we
Right.
can't do that. No.
Yeah.
That is why I'm so glad when later in life I saw Scrum Agile methodology development framework. And I said, thank God for Scrum, because with Scrum, everything is boxed. You can't bring a
Mhm.
new requirement when we're already in the sprint. You have to bring it after, you have to put in the backlog. But that time, we were doing waterfall. She just bring anything she wants. And we just have to figure out how to put things back and push some things back and get whatever she want to get done. So customer is always right. Now, in addition to that, so they remember there was a time that we hired, because we're doing a lot of work and we need a database guy to work with us. So we hired this database guy that we interviewed. Remember, a lot of people, and we hired this one guy that seems to be good enough for what we want to do. And this guy came one day, was going to smoke like 20 times, and was like, Natalia, what's going on with you? And the evening, what did the customer say, Natalia?
Well, they told him, "You're out." They couldn't handle it because you cannot abuse, because we didn't have manager, because the customer really trust us so much. We've been doing good job, have been doing good job, and here the new guy came, and he was so comfortable too, because nobody looking over him. So he was smoking nonstop, basically not doing job, and the customer saw that, and they just kick him out right away, like next day.
Yeah. Nice to kick out. I was like, oh my God, not again. You know,
Yeah, you cannot abuse this. Just you
opportunity.
have to do your job. That's the whole thing.
Yes, yes. And I see a new person joining us, Natalie. Say hello, everybody. Hello, Natalie. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you all. Thank you all for your time, and thank you for being here. So we still continue with discussion. We're discussing about how you have to be professional at the job, how you have to focus on the customer. They're always right, and you have to be professional. So remaining professional at the job is what we're discussing. So how will you be professional at the job? How can you be professional at the job? Remember, we always work together. We never fought. We never have to escalate anything to our manager that's never on site to tell them
You
Natalia is
didn't have a choice.
we have to be work together. We take time out to work together. We take time to understand what we need to do. So we pretty much maybe on Monday now we get all what we need to do for Monday with the customer. We just sit down, Natalia, what are we doing? Natalia says, okay, tell me do this. And Natalia do this. That's it. I'll just take it. Everybody sit down and start working. That's what we do. And we just divide it and we work on
Yeah.
it. Sometimes back, front, and it works. Working together with others. Don't start having reminds her why she gave me this, why she gave me that. No, we will help each other. We work with each other. If she doesn't know anything, something, I'll help. Whatever I don't know something, Natalia will help, and we help ourselves. So what do you think about remain professional at the job? How does that work? And nobody went to the customer to snitch. Oh, Natalia is this. This no, no, no. We are not close the customer. We are just doing our own job, and we go home. We go for break. We take lunch time. We do things together. That's all. So, what do you think, Natalia, about remaining professional at that?
Yeah, that's what we did. It was great, actually. It's so much easier when you don't make your life complicated. It doesn't have to be. You just, figure out we're all adults and we know how to just learn about each other. That helps a lot. So, and we use our strengths and weaknesses. So you helped me a lot with things I didn't know. And that was I actually learned a lot from Timmy, so thank you. That was a really big help because you have been much longer in that field than me, and that was wonderful. So we help each other. You definitely have to be professional, and we even outside the work we took walks and we just talk about life, kids. I mean, it just to me it's normal. That's what I want to say. I don't know, maybe somebody disagree with me, but to me it's normal when you just have a good relationship between each other on the
Ex-
professional or a regular level. Yeah.
Exactly. We remain professional, and the customer always look up to that, like, wow, these
Oh yeah.
ladies work together greatly because we're first of all working with a particular project with the customer. I remember they got bought over by a different project, and we both went on the new project, and we both interviewed together. Remember? And you
Yeah.
said, "Tell me, I'm gonna interview with you." I was like, "Okay, we have to interview together." Who does that? And they interview us together. And we said, "How much do you want to make?" And we told them how much we want to make, and that was a big jump they gave
Oh,
us.
that was yeah. You really knew what to tell me, how to ask, because I didn't really was
Salary
comfortable in
negotiation.
that, and you taught me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, salary negotiation. So we were talking, and Natalia was like, "How much do you make?" I told him, "I was like, oh, I only make this." I said, "Oh no, you know what? When we go to the new one, we're gonna make this. Is what we're gonna be making," and we plan it. When we went for
And
that
we got
interview,
it. And we got it.
we got it. It's like 40K more, and boom, we got it, and we'll be more scaling from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we also have opportunity to work from home and all of that.
Mhm.
Some maybe a day or so, something like that. So that's good. So we continue to work together and remain professional, and all of that really helped us. So thank you for that. And also being creative, creativity and baseline to the future. So being in tech for us, even though right now I do more of, I don't do a lot of coding anymore, but I still do a lot of cloud database and development. I do a lot of Scrum and a lot of security stuff right now, GRC and all of that. But my baseline, my creativity that I grew from my software engineering background really helped me because software engineering will open up your mind, your thoughts, your mindset will change, and that's really helped us. So how does that help you? Creativity and baseline to the future. How does that help you, Natalia?
Well, definitely helped me a lot because I be able to. Right now, I have my own business, which is not related to IT anymore, but it gave me a kick jump. Basically, I always wanted to do some designing things, and it give me the opportunity to learn how to deal in from the in full life cycle with the new business, and how to have an open mind, creative mind, and thinking through what I'm doing. So and obviously right now with any new business, if you know IT, especially coding, or you are set, you don't have to hire anybody to help you with that part. So that
Mm,
you can create your own website, you can create your database, whatever it is. uh, big help, so you save money on that. But definitely with IT I be able to first of all save secure as well to start a new business, because I made my money and I saved them. So that really helped.
yeah, exactly. Because being creative. Because when we're always doing all those coding, all the designs and
You think
IT,
outside the box. That's what it
exactly,
is.
help you to think outside the box, and that helped me. Anything I do in life, my baseline, my background in IT has really gave me a lot of confidence in anything. I can face anybody, I can talk to anybody, because we're always doing that with the customer. We're always doing that every single time. And also it helps us with support our quality of life and work-life balance. Remember that because we're doing so much and it's so tedious, so we take time off.
Yeah.
As in lunchtime, we take a walk around the building. If there's a building there,
Yeah.
if there's no, we can walk around the building. If we cannot walk around the building, we go to the park and walk around the park. We take that short 30 minutes of lunch and take our lunch to the park and eat there, then come back. We just walk around because it's so much stress. We don't have a manager, the customers always on, so we make it work for us,
Yeah.
and that support our work life balance. And I also remember that on Fridays we always take a good walk, like an hour walk to Chipotle, and give Chipotle
Yeah.
ourselves a good treat.
Chipotle, yeah, I love that
Chipotle,
place.
we always go to Chipotle and buy, and then eat, bring it back and eat, and it's always fun to look back. So creating the atmosphere that will make the job fun,
Yeah.
that make the job you love to go back, and that's what we do. And what's your take on that? Support job work life balance with tech. What's your take on that?
Oh,
Quality of life. It helped.
definitely. You have, yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, you're gonna be burned out pretty quick. So you have
Exactly.
to take your time to enjoy the life too. So, and stay healthy, and just clear your mind. Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely. Yeah,
And
do
I
whatever,
remember.
some exercise, some walks, whatever it is. But you definitely have to, forget a little about IT for the moment.
Yeah, thank you for the moment. You can't just bury your head there and just do coding, coding, coding. No time
Right.
to reflect. And I
Hmm.
remember also after a long time that we worked together on these different projects, and I was moved down to a new company, and then you just told me next day, like a week or so, tell me I got a new job, because we all left the two companies that work together. And guess what? I'm in so so and so. And it's the same building. I was like, what?
We couldn't
Thank
believe
you
it.
again. What's going on? Why are we always
That
working
was
together?
amazing.
So, and then we start working together. Long time I leave my office, I come to you, we sit at the front,
Yeah, we had lunches together, walk again, did our
again. I
walk.
was like, something is putting these two ladies together. I don't know what it is. So
Yeah,
it's
that was
great. It's
amazing.
wonderful. Mm-hmm.
That was
Great.
great.
It
Yes.
was great, right? So I always think
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, me too. Miss those
Yeah.
times.
Remember those times. And we have unlimited benefits, good salary. Salary was great. The stock,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
stuff, because we're working for big tech companies, the Fortune 500s. We don't want to mention their names here, but if
Yeah.
you want to know them, go under our bio on LinkedIn and you find all these companies. So stocks, perks, education. And it's really interesting, Natalia, because when I started in tech, I had already have my associate in computer science. I have my bachelor's in computer science when we were working
Mhm.
together. But that time I've not done my software engineering. So when I after a while, I started my software engineering masters. And after I left you, I started my, when I started my cybersecurity masters too.
Mhm.
So people were like,
Amazing.
People were like, "Are you okay? What do you need all these things for? It's too much." I was like, "Don't worry, don't worry. They are paying for it. They are able to give. They have the money, and they are
Mhm.
ready, to pay for it."
Mhm.
Right now, I'm working on my PhD and all of that, but
Oh, good luck.
and I,
Good luck. We
I
need more women. We need more women in IT. That's for sure. Girls,
yes,
join us.
exactly. We need one woman in IC. If you're trying to break into tech, see, I have it scrolling here. You don't have to go through all this route that we went through. It can be easier for you. People are
Yeah,
breaking into tech every day. Schedule a call with me, and I want to help you map your career paths.
she's
I've
great.
seen.
Tim is great in that for sure.
Thank you. So schedule a call www.myituniversity.com, because one of the major things is to empower others, to make sure that other people are getting empowered. Need more women in tech. In most of those, when we look around us, Natalia, when we're working together, we don't even have we
Oh
don't
my
even see
gosh.
women.
No?
We don't see women. It's us.
Yeah, most of you're actually only one woman I worked with. Every time I went to another job, all men.
Wow,
I was
all
only
men.
myself.
Can you
It
imagine
was
that?
sad. I really wanted more women to work with me, but that's so we need more
Yeah.
women.
Yeah, more women in tech, right? So that's
Yes.
very important. That's why when you say you are moving to a different state, I was really, really like, oh, my friend is going. You know,
I
yeah,
love my state. Don't get me
I
wrong.
know. You love the life
And
in
that's what's
the
good
state
about
where you
IT too. You can be able to work from any state, and most jobs now, especially after COVID, they're from home. So that gives many women flexibility to do, to be with their families and do still make money, good money, and enjoy what they're doing.
are. Exactly. And I will also say you don't have to have a tech background or no
Yeah.
tech background or degrees required. Is that true, Natalia?
It's true, totally true. I mean, I know so many people who took boot camp with me when I came to US, and they didn't have any tech education. But after that boot camp, they be able to get jobs, and I know they're still doing IT. So it's absolutely true. No
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
And that's proven also with me because I've trained a lot of engineers into tech and they don't have no IT background. 95% of my students are non-IT, or maybe more than 95%. They don't have no IT background. I teach them from scratch and they're doing
Yeah.
so well in tech now. So, Sanja, thank you for being here. Good morning. So, thank you all. I hope you are enjoying our discussion so far. So, I'm with my friend today, Natalia Gordon. We're discussing about lesson learning tech, so you can all learn from there. You don't have any IT background, feel free to schedule a call, and I'll help you to break it into tech. So, our call to action today, as you're learning from us, is that you should be ready to embrace tech. Are you ready for tech? Are you ready for tech opportunities? There's a lot of opportunities now, Natalia. It's amazing, especially in
Yeah.
cybersecurity, in Scrum, in project management, in different area of tech.
Oh yeah, it's a
It's
IT is it's so many things you can do in IT. It doesn't have to be one particular. You have a big choice, definitely.
uh,
Especially now with COVID. After COVID, it opens more doors, definitely.
exactly with COVID now. Everything is like it's opening. Everything is like
Hmm.
swipe open, and it's like all the
Yeah,
jobs are there and you can work from home. I was telling my students, I said, we've been praying for this all the years, all
right.
the years, even though this is not how we want the prayer to be answered with COVID, but the COVID has made everybody to be working from home. And I say, you guys don't
Hmm.
know what you have. You don't know, because we've desired this for so long. So this is the best time to embrace tech. Embrace tech today. This is the best time. This is the best time. If you cannot embrace tech now, I don't know what to tell you. I
Right.
don't know what to tell you. You know, the money is.
Join Timmy. Join Timmy. She will
I
teach
know,
you,
right?
and you will not regret it. That's for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, you will be really happy.
Thank you for that. So be prepared to break into tech. We do coaching. We coach you. We do mentoring and network. You have to network with others. We have a community. We are building strong community. We have strong Scrum community. We have strong and cybersecurity communities. We have different communities where we do a lot of mentoring course. We can shadow engineers. You can, we can go through a lot of hands-on. We call it career development. You can actually learn what you need at the job, not just book work, but really learning what you. I'm a adjunct professor and lecturer at the universities. So I know that with our coding, as I've seen what is needed in the industry and what is lacking in universities, I brought those things together in our coaching program so that you have the hands-on and you can just hit the ground running on day one. So reach out www.myituniversity.com, and thank you so much for being here, Natalia. Thank you. And you
Thank
can
you very much. I'm glad to see you and introduce a new, hopefully, new employees.
yes, ma'am. And follow my IT University on social media, and we are on on LinkedIn. If you just type my IT University on YouTube, you will find our videos. If you type it on Instagram, you will also find it. If you type it on LinkedIn, you'll find it. If you type it on Facebook, you will find it. We're on the social media platform. And if you want to reach out to me with question, you can send me email at support@myituniversity.com. Okay, schedule a call to reach out. Okay, don't be afraid. You can do it. We're gonna help you, walk you through. Someone once said, everybody's telling us to break into tech, but nobody's actually showing us what to do to break into tech. What we do here is to show you how to and walk you through the steps involved, and we nurture you until you are able to break in. So don't procrastinate, don't delay. Join us today. Okay? Be ready to try something new. Okay? Be ready to try something new. It might be new to you, but you can do it. If myself and Natalia, if you can break into tech, if we can be doing tech and we can retire from tech, anybody can do it. Right, Natalia?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody can.
Okay, thank you so much, Natalia. So, what is that one thing, one word, one advice, one encouragement that you want to give to people out there today, especially to women? We're talking about more women need to be in tech, or anybody. What's that one word or advice that you want to give out to somebody?
Don't be scared to open new doors.
Okay. So Natalia said, don't be scared to open new doors. Open new doors of opportunity to yourself. Reach out. Okay. Schedule a call and break into tech. That's what you got to do. Lesson learned in Tech Careers Part 3. This brings us to the end of today. We thank you all for being here. We thank you for listening. Thank you, Natalia. I promise to come to your area soon so we can get together. I've
Yes, please.
I've missed all this wonderful time, and we need to do it again. Thank you so
Yes.
much, and I
Thank
wish you
you.
a wonderful
Bye
day.
bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, Natalia. Bye, everybody.